guys, how you doing? What's today? Friday. Happy Friday. It is super late. Welcome to Darylyn's Delights, but you know what? I'm on a 30-day challenge to go live, and today was Friday. It was busy, and I got done with work, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna make something delicious. It's still in the holidays for Thanksgiving. It's along that plan. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love this, so I'm excited to share with you. And I'll wait a few minutes because, you know, it's late and some of you are probably sleeping and some of you are night owls and maybe you're up waiting for me to come live. I don't know. What are you doing? Are you watching a movie? Are you out having a good time? I'm just here in my little house, gonna get ready for bed, but I thought it'd be fun to make this. So I'm really excited to share with you keto eggnog. Now tell me, are you an eggnog fan? Because I love the stuff. And my son really loves the stuff, by the way, which is interesting because kids are weird about stuff like that. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Thanks for watching, girl. I appreciate you so much. And if you guys are watching me live, just say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. I'm glad to have you. Hey you guys, my late night friends are on. I love it. I love it. So this is pretty easy. I was excited to find this recipe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried because whenever you use eggs and I don't know, like you'll see. I get nervous about things I haven't made before, but that's why I do this, because who knows what's gonna happen. Like it could turn out to be the best thing I ever had and I'll never buy eggnog again. And as a matter of fact, I was at the grocery store and I you know, you see the eggnog come out and I was like, ooh, I want eggnog. I looked at that thing. You guys, there is so many grams of sugar, which means there's so many grams of carbs. It's just a no way for me. Let me say hi. Hey Angela, how you doing? I know it's late, right? I like to change it up, keeping it real, keeping it fresh. Hey Linda, how you doing? So glad you guys are on. I know I'm not gonna have a lot of people this late, but you never know, as long as we can keep the creepers out, because sometimes you get late night and the weirdos come out. Not you all on here right now, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's get started. Feel free to share this out if somebody needs to know how to make some keto eggnog, okay? So let's see what we're doing. Oh, somebody messaged me. Don't you love that? Well, we just ended a 30% off special, by the way, on the websites today. You all know what I'm talking about. And I just got that message. Sorry, girl. I wish you had messaged me like 30 minutes ago or an hour ago, right? Oh well. Anyways, we'll get back to them later. So let's get started. So I separated 4 eggs and I put the yolks in here and I just did this until it was nice and smooth, and it is pretty nice and smooth. I do the whole just crack it in half and then do the back and forth thing. It works out really well. And I have the egg whites over here. Now you can either choose to use the egg whites later in the recipe or you can choose not to. It totally works either way. I'm not going to. I'll explain in a bit. So separate the eggs from the egg whites, stir the egg yolks until smooth, which I just did, and set aside the egg whites. Now we're gonna do, I've got unsweetened vanilla almond milk, which is awesome. There's like 1 carb in a whole cup, which is nothing. That's great. And it's good. It's only like 30 calories. So this is a really good alternative if you're doing the keto diet or low carb. Or really any diet, to be honest. So we're gonna add 1 cup of almond milk, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on to like medium-ish. Medium-ish sounds good. It's medium to low, medium-low. We are also going to add heavy cream. This is where the heavy cream is going to add the calories, but we're not gonna be drinking tons and tons of it. We're meant to share eggnog. And hey, we are on a high-fat diet, so it's gonna be okay. This is gonna be good. So 1 cup and 2 cups. All right. And so it also requires some vanilla extract. I'm not even gonna lie, I completely just ran out of vanilla extract and realized right now as I was gonna make this, I'm like, no, I'm out of vanilla. But because this is vanilla unsweetened, I think it's gonna be okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's the first time making it. Next time I can add some vanilla extract. I'm not gonna stress out about it. So I'm just gonna mix that a little bit. It also says to add powdered erythritol. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. However, the gal, when I read the whole blog, she said that she took a coffee grinder or whatever and ground down the granular, and that it was a little bit sweeter. So, and then I read some of the comments that the 3/4 cup was too much. So I went ahead and just did a 1/2 cup, and hopefully it's not too much. I feel like you can totally do stevia and some other options, but I measured out a 1/2 cup of powdered erythritol. I like to use Swerve because I know it's pretty good. It's actually completely empty. It was exactly how much I had, was a half cup. So feel free to use a 3/4 cup. If I think it needs to be sweetened, then I do have somewhere, I do have some liquid stevia. I can always add that if needed. So I'm gonna stir this up. It's starting to get a little bit warm. Erythritol, and then this is where I'm like, ooh, it gets weird. We're gonna add some egg yolks. So this is going right in. It is called eggnog for a reason, you guys. I love this stuff, so I gotta get over the fact that it's actually got egg yolk in it. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be delicious. Who is that over there? Can you turn that down, Gavin? My son is playing the old video game as usual. Well, whatever you're doing, it's loud. Mom life, I tell you. Hey, Amity, how are you? Hey, Angela, you're so funny. So I don't know. We're gonna see how this turns out. So technically, let me go ahead and turn the timer on, and I'm just gonna turn it up slightly because I want it to get nice and warm. I'm gonna do timer for 10 minutes. And feel free to ask me any questions you may have because, whoa, I'm losing you. I'm here to answer any of your keto questions, or if you just want to know about me and my personal life, I'll tell you. So go for it. We've got 10 minutes on the clock and I don't have anything planned. It was a late night, okay? I know Jessica and Carly on there might have a couple questions. You might. I know you might. She's probably like, where's my green bean casserole, right? You guys, that was delicious, by the way. If I didn't already tell you, green bean casserole turned out amazing. And I would just do this. I would like to next time add like a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of sour cream and maybe like an 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum to give it a little bit more thickness. I think it needed a little bit more, but the flavor was on point. It was delicious. Angela, how was my day? Let me think. It was busy, busy, busy. We had 30% off discount, so it was talking to all the people, trying to help people reach their better in their life because that's different for everybody. I had to, oh, you know what happened to me today? Oh my God, you guys. I ran out of gas again. I have a problem. I need to get gas before I run out. Yeah. So I took my son to school, husband to work, and I'm getting off the freeway. Right? I feel like this could be a lot higher. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, I see a problem. Hold on a second. There we go. That might have been an issue. Okay. So I'm getting off, I'm like about to get off the freeway and all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on? The car is like stalling. I'm like, oh no. And then sure enough, I made it like just slightly on the off ramp and the car died. I'm like, no. So thank God my mom told me like a month ago. I don't know if it was just like fate that she told me this, but she was like, by the way, I have AAA and you're on my account. And I was like, why didn't you tell me this before? First of all, because that might have helped me in the past, but it's not the point. I'm so glad she told me, and I'm so glad she had that because I called them up. I'm like, hello, AAA, come save me. And they did. They came and brought me a little bit of gas, and the guy was so nice. He actually followed me to the gas station, so I made sure to get there. And he told me, and this is a really good point, make sure that you don't let it get to that point, well, duh, because you don't want to get stranded on the side of the road. But he said it actually can ruin your fuel pump, but I didn't know that because it dries out if you keep your gas too low. Well, I'm learning, okay? You know, sometimes we have to learn things late in life. It's all right. What do you usually do for breakfast? I like to make a breakfast casserole, or like today, because my breakfast casserole was gone because my family ate it, but my husband really liked it. We all liked it a lot, so it went pretty quick. But today, like, I literally cook up 1 piece of bacon and 1 to 2 eggs, and because I love cheese, I just sprinkle a little cheddar cheese on top, and Voila, I have a breakfast that lasts for hours of fuel, energy, and fullness, and I love it. Eggs are fantastic, by the way, for you. Making it tomorrow. Ooh, are you gonna make the eggnog tomorrow? Or are you making the breakfast? What are you making, Mary? I wanna know. Oh no, I know it was terrible, Angela. But I lived through it, and actually I stayed really positive. Like today I was like, I'm gonna be positive all day, doesn't matter what happens. And then it was like, I don't know, the universe, God, whomever, probably God, was like, no, here's a test. Let's see how you handle this one. Because I was like at that side of the road like, really? No. Anyways, that's just kind of my luck sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. So let's see what we got going on here. Everything is in here. It's on. It doesn't say to bring it to a boil, but I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm like, I want to boil it. I just don't want this to turn into like scrambled eggs. That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. And then I don't have the little like candy thermometer, like one that reads 100. It's supposed to get to 160 degrees about 10 minutes. That's why I did 10 minutes on the clock. And I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit because I feel like if I see a couple bubbles, I'll feel better about it. Green bean casserole, yes, it was so good, Mary. You've gotta make it. It was delicious. Feel free to add a little sour cream, and if you want it a little thicker, xanthan gum is a really good way to thicken like a food or an item. It's kind of like gluten does. It, you know, it's a binder and it thickens things, or flour. When you're making like a roux or a sauce, you generally use like a little bit of flour. Well, xanthan gum is a great alternative for that, so I totally think that would totally do the trick. And I was a little rushing on it, so maybe a few extra minutes in the pan might have been good as well, but it was so good. Tell them, Carly, I see you. Good evening. Thank you, Kelly. I get energy from life, from the keto diet, and from ketones, and I love it. It's just the only way to live. Ooh, good. It's looking better. It's like getting warm. I bet you guys could take a look at this. Can you see it?
It's supposed to be warm.
I don't know if you can see it. Really? It's getting a little bubbly, just a little bit. So I got this little jacket. My husband said I was like I was taking off on a spaceship. What did he say? I don't know. He said something silly. I was like, whatever. Oh, the Hunger Games. He said I should have a bow and arrow and like. This is so fun. It's like late night. Let's hang out. I should have named it that. You're welcome, Mary. I'm totally happy to help. Cheryl, how you doing, honey? We're making keto eggnog. It's going pretty good so far. I've got it on medium. I added. What did I add? Let's see. 1 cup of almond milk. Ooh, Debbie. So my good friend Debbie's like messaging me, but she's not on here. I need to tell her I'm on here. 1 cup of almond milk. I did the vanilla unsweetened. 2 cups of heavy cream. Pretty simple. And 4 egg yolks. Only egg yolks. You whip them till they're creamy. And I did a 1/2 cup of powdered erythritol. I used the confectioner's swerve. That's what we've done so far. And I feel like I need to stir it every so often. And let's just go ahead and tell Debbie that I'm on live, because watch her pop on. Let's see what happens, guys. I'm live. Come watch. I made breakfast Hot Pockets once, keto of course, and she's asking me like something about them. I've been looking for hours for the live you did with the breakfast pockets. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell her, jump on. My live. So funny, you guys. Because my iPad pops up information at the top of the screen. It's so funny. Carly wants green bean casserole. Of course you do. Come in here and make me some. Melissa, hey, husbands are funny, but they will anyway. I know. He's like, he always makes fun of me about silly stuff like that. I have like confessions. I have a goodwill problem. Does that sound ridiculous? Like, I should be like, I have a Gucci problem, I have a Louis Vuitton problem, and like, no, I don't. I have a goodwill. Listen, I'm sorry, I am Darylyn's Deals. I like to get a deal, and I like to get things on sale. And people donate some nice stuff, okay? I didn't even think I showed you. I got a brand new, I gotta turn this down, it's getting hot. I got a brand new crock pot. It's like super cute. It's really nice. I got it for like $6. That thing was probably $30 to $40, I'm sure. I got a nice like jean jacket, like a name brand. I want to call it Chico or something expensive. Hey Debbie, there she is. You're so cute. And I got it for like $5 today, you guys. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. It's a good deal. I gotta do it. I mean, it's gotta be nice. So Debbie, answer to your question, I will get you that Hot Pocket breakfast recipe. Don't you worry, girl. I got you. I got you. It's so late, but we're making keto eggnog, and so far, ooh, we're just about there. We got 1 minute. And I got it to bubble up just a little bit, so I feel very confident. It's nice and thick, and it's looking good. Let me go ahead and look at my next step because, honey, I need to check it out. Let's see what's going on. All right. So we're gonna pretend that's 160 degrees. I think it is. I'm afraid to touch it. It's hot. Is it hot? Yes, it's hot. Ooh, it said stirring almost constantly. The mixture should not be hot enough to simmer. Uh-oh, don't simmer it. I might have simmered it. Okay, well, I turned it down. It's fine. It's fine. I want to make it for breakfast. Girl, I got you. It's going to be... Ooh, and did you make the breakfast... You made the breakfast sausage casserole the other day. My family loved it. They ate it up. We all ate it up. It lasted almost the whole week. Like today, yesterday it was gone. So that was pretty good. It lasted us a few days. So 10 minutes is up. Let's just hope this works out. All right, turn that off. Turn this off. All right, and then it says... We're going to add vanilla extract, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. I'm just going to use this. This is what I've been using. This will do. Carly, what did you say? Woo! Hot Pockets coming in the near future. Get in my belly. Oh my God. I didn't say I was making Hot Pockets. Said I was giving Debbie the recipe for the Hot Pockets. This is what you guys, this is what happens when you have a chadult. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. So when you have a child adult who lives in your home, they become a chadult because they're still your children, but they're an adult. But you know what I'm saying? They're chadults. That's my word. Just look, that many happy faces. Good gracious. Hey Connie, how you doing? I'm not making keto Hot Pockets. You can go to Debbie's house. She's making keto Hot Pockets. Okay? Okay. So let's put in this nutmeg and this cinnamon. So it's half of a teaspoon of, I love nutmeg, by the way, you guys. It's so yummy. Okay, half teaspoon of nutmeg. And it says a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So I got my nutmeg. And let's get some cinnamon. I got a 1/4 teaspoon for cinnamon. Oh, I love it. And again, I have to go to the store and get some vanilla extract, but since I use the vanilla almond breeze, I'm not too worried about it. And it says to whisk it. I don't my whisk has kind of got egg yolk on it. I'll do my best. It's kind of clumping. It's clumping, guys. What do I do? Blend it? I don't even know.
Stirring it.
Gavin says keep stirring. You want to come say hi to everybody, Gavin?
Sure.
All right, Boss Bear is up it's 10:50. However, it's Friday, so it's all right. He could stay up for hours. You guys remember staying up for hours as kids? Carly K. They are sad faces. Oh goodness. Say hi.
Hello.
Hashtag Boss Bear is here in the house. You know, they ask about you when you're not here. You want to stir? Look at that. It's clumpy.
It's just like now, Boss Bear is outside. How are you?
Now, well, you got to speak
You came
clearly.
for the best part.
You have to speak clearly so people can hear
I know,
you.
it's my voice.
Okay, let's do it like this. Don't we love to show our kids how to do stuff, but then really do it for them? I don't know what that's about. Gavin, make me a keto pocket, Carly says. I'm going to wash this while you do that because I think this is going to work better.
Hi, this is Boss Bear's Lights. Hi.
Speak up louder.
This is Boss Bear's Still Light. Welcome. 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 Welcome.
Okay.
Lights. It's kind of chunky.
I know. What's up with that? Okay, I got this clean. All right, I'm taking over again. Bye, Boss Bear. He mumbles. It's hard for me to understand him. I'm sorry. Ever since he had strep throat, I can't understand him. All right, I got the whisk clean because I think it says to whisk it, and I think it's so that it breaks up the nutmeg and the cinnamon better. It smells so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, can you even see this? Like, oh, it smells so good. Yes, I'm so excited. What would be good with some egg? What do you guys like to eat with eggnog? Like, what do you pair with it is what I'm trying to say. I'm just curious. Oh, Debbie gave you hearts and a little bear. That's so, you're so cute. I was just at the store saying I want eggnog, and I was so sad because I love it. I love it too. My husband was like, there has to be a keto recipe. Yes, you're welcome. I'm so glad. Even if just one person is excited about it, makes me excited, seriously. Because I freaking love eggnog, you guys. I do. And I was like, I gotta make it. And then, so I get home from work, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. I'm gonna do this eggnog live. It's gonna be fun. And then my daughter was like, can you take me to Walmart? Yes, Carly said that. So I was like, oh, just walk. And then I realized it's late and it's cold, and she complained. So I took her to Walmart, and then when I'm sitting there in the parking lot, I'm like, wait a minute, you're messing up my time. I'm supposed to be at home doing my live. I'm making eggnog. Wait a minute. So I rushed home, and here I am. Hey, Mary. She says brandy. Ooh, yes. Oh, girl, you know it. Add some brandy to it. Yes, make French toast with it. Yeah, oh, I love that idea. Oh my gosh, you're on. I am on. Hey, Renee. I was just about to go to bed and seeing you were live. Thanks for watching, girl. I appreciate it. You've never had eggnog, Debbie?
Daddy.
I don't know how we can be soul sisters anymore. I'm just kidding. What? I'm in total shock. I can't even believe it. Eggnog is the bomb, girl. I love it. Okay. I don't know. I love eggnog. Sorry, it's just my thing. Hopefully, I need to like taste it though. I need to make sure it's sweet. I'm tasting it. Ooh. It's good. I don't even think it needs to be any sweeter than that. That's good. So, let me just tell you real quickly, Debbie, I just don't even, I just can't, I don't have, I'm at loss of words. You've never had eggnog. I'm sending you keto eggnog. So the recipe says, remove from heat, which will I turn the heat off. So it's been removed from heat. I added the spices. I whisked them until they are blended and mixed well. And it says, let it stand to cool and then refrigerate for at least a few hours or overnight. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just sit overnight because tomorrow it's going to be so good. I might have to make that French toast you were talking about, my friend. Everyone always has booze in it and I don't drink. Ooh, I don't drink it with, I will drink it with booze, but no, you don't have to drink it with booze. It's delicious by itself. I usually actually drink it just the way it is, like just regular eggnog. So it says for serving, when the eggnog is chilled, give it a stir and pour it into glasses and make it look pretty. Add a little nutmeg on top and some garnish with cinnamon sticks. If you want it foamier, now this is where the egg whites come in. So some people will take a hand mixer, you know, that you see me use all the time, and then we'll beat the egg whites until they have stiff peaks, which I seem to only be able to do if I add cream of tartar. It's like the only way I can get stiff peaks. That's just me. I'm sorry. And it says, and then add as much of the foamy egg whites as desired, stirring with the chilled eggnog. So you would take some, like a spoonful of the egg whites, you would have your eggnog poured in a cup, and then you would whip it into it, and it makes it like foamy, frothy eggnog. It has like a different texture. I'm not into that. I don't know. I mean, I would be willing to try it, but I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure about that. And it says optional. You can add desired alcohol to each serving in glass and pour the chilled eggnog over it and stir it a bit. And let's see, what are we looking at for carbs? 0.5. That's not bad. Now this is high calorie, high fat. So remember, you want to add that into your macros if you are trying to behave and stay at a calorie deficit, because you guys, as much as I love some of these things, it can get out of hand. If you are doing a keto diet and you're like, why am I not losing weight? It's probably because one of two things. You're either over consuming because higher fat items have a higher calorie density, okay? And unless you're burning a ton of calories, you're not gonna lose, okay? Or you're way under your calories. You're not getting enough. And if you're not getting enough because your appetite's gone down a lot, then that can also cause your body to hold on to fat rather than to burn it. So you really gotta, it's like a fine line. You need to, if your calories are supposed to be at, let's say 1350, you wanna keep it at like 13 or 1275. Like always have a slight deficit so that your body is constantly burning fat, okay? Plus, if you keep your carbs low and your fat somewhat high and your moderate protein, you're gonna get yourself into ketosis if you're consistent, but it is hard to stay in ketosis. So just remember, that's one of the reasons I drink ketones. If you ever want to know about it, I'm here to help you, okay guys? But I hope you enjoyed this. I'm super excited. I'm going to let it cool. I'm probably going to give it like 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm going to pour it in a container. I'm going to stick it in the fridge. Ooh, and tomorrow, I think I'm going to add a little whipped cream on top. That's probably over the top, but I'm going to do it. Let's see. French toast, you're coming over. Come on over, Connie. I'm in South Las Vegas, girl. I love company. Actually, if you're in Vegas and you would like to join me on Sunday, I will be at the Dean Martin location of Skinny Fats. We'll be doing a little keto get-together. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please, please message me if you would like to go, or comment on here the word Skinny Fats. I know it sounds crazy. Skinny Fats. It's so good. It's like the best place ever. I love it. And thank you for sharing, Amity. And by the way, you guys, if you have not shared yet, share this out. I appreciate you. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. 30 Days of Lives. I'll be back. Bye, guys.